Fazineh Keita, and I was born and raised in Sierra Leone, West Africa. Um, I'm a musician, actor, and a writer. Um, from where I'm from and to where I'm at, it's a journey, and I'm happy I took it. I was raised up in troubled times, but troubled times you grow from it. I couldn't finish my high school back home because I couldn't afford to finish it. And like, how do you go to school when at 16 or 15 you gotta take care of your family, your mom, your sisters? So I had to drop out of school and try to make my family survive. We had an 11-year war. What I fought for, I wish I would have known that from the word get go. Sometimes you find yourself fighting, it's not because you're fighting for something, you're just caught up in a situation and you want to stay dry, you want to survive. And maybe the reason why everybody fought was to survive because we didn't engineer the war. I was a kid when it started. And how I got caught up in it, my mom couldn't pay my school fees when I was a kid, and maybe that's the reason why I'm the only one that can read and write among my siblings. But she had to send me to the other part of the country for me to go to school. So I moved to the eastern part of Sierra Leone when I was maybe 5. I was living with a man called Mr. Abdul. What he does is he takes in kids that their parents can afford to send them to school and send them to the diamond mines after school, and in the daytime they go to school. So there was this time when there was a rumor that when the war started that the RAF, the rebels, were gonna take over Tonga Field. They were heading towards it. So he put all his family in the car, and there wasn't enough space for everyone. So I was among one of the people that stayed behind, and they left, and we stayed in the town. And then the RAF came in, and they took everyone, all the kids and the grown-ups, and that's how I went from one moment doing my primary education to the next, finding myself in a war. So at 11 when I was with the RUF, I realized it was the wrong side of the war to be in because they didn't discriminate women or children. They were just killing, and when you're with them you have to do whatever they want you to do. And I thought it's best to be on the government side than stay on the RAF side, even though I hated the government. So I planned my escape, and as soon as I had the opportunity, I left. And how I left them was I was wearing a student uniform, and I was able to get through, telling whichever checkpoint I get at, tell the soldiers that I'm a student. And when I came back to Kenema after I made it through, I volunteered and started fighting with the government. The whole reason why we fought is because we just wanted to have the right to vote, to have the right to decide who's gonna run our country. Sierra Leone is a rich country in mineral resources, and after the colonial masters left, they left behind a dictatorship government that was just like the colonial masters. So like with all the diamonds and gold and iron ore and bauxite, with all the riches in the country, the people were still starving, which is not right. And so during that chaos, all we needed was to define our future, to be able to vote for our future. But the bad thing about war is the changes you're trying to bring, the people you're trying to take out of power, they're not the ones that suffer. The ones that suffer are the ones who have nothing to do with it, the innocent people. So, what we fought for, at the end, we got democracy, but it never felt like it's worth it. During the war, I realized that fighting with a gun, you take life and people die, but fighting with the power of words, you don't hurt. You don't kill people doing that. And words are more powerful than guns. We had democracy like it's a new thing, and people don't know how to 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 deal with it, because for most people it was like if you fight a government for 10 years, 11 years, and you didn't get them out of power, how can the mere fact that you don't vote for them get them out of power? So I did a lot of research. I wrote down some of the corrupt practices, like the corruption that was going on in the country, and I made it into music. And I remember when I finished recording the album, and I took it to a DJ to play, and he listened to it, and he's like, "There is no way I'm gonna play this on the radio because it's too risky." But then yeah, I saw that this DJ called DJ Bass, and my friends told me to go talk to him, and I talked to him, and he listened to it, and he's like, "Yeah, this is the kind of message I've been waiting for a long time." So they put it on the radio, and it caused a little bit of chaos. But what matters is it made some changes at the end, and there was a point in time when I just had to leave. And to now, and sending my music back home and helping change people's life. And the reason why I went to film school is because I felt like it's my responsibility to tell some of these stories someday since I come from it. So presently, I'm writing a movie that has to do with something like that, and I'm working on two albums, one for back home and one for North America. So my life is spent. I wake up in the morning, I practice, rehearse, and write, and I work. I have my job on the side. I work with junkies and people that are hard to house in the downtown east side. It's important for me to be in touch with that spiritual side, like being able to give back because it helps me sleep better at night. And my plan is not to be some kind of a Hollywood celebrity, it's just to educate and share with people. And I think that's what I'm fighting for. I pull down the curtain, dim down the lights, and pull me close, and pull you close. Yeah, pull down the curtain, dim down the lights, and pull me close, and pull you close. Yeah. First time I see you, captivate me, I you leap, you mesmerize me mind. Now you kind of me defend all me life. Ignore the bad mind, none of them hold me tight. Cause I plug and spark you up electrified. Jump on me right, you think I can get that. Hold me tight, make we climb the heights.